Oh my God, bro.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another video. Today, we're going to see, does Brand New Day really change a lot for Tom Holland? So I'm reacting to one of my friend's videos, and I'm in there, but I would like to see what he shared because it seems like y'all have been loving the Spider-Man content. So we're going to get that Spider-Man content out.
We are outside just watching Brand New Day, and I have a brand new revelation about Tom Holland's Spider-Man. This is the best Tom Holland movie, fundamentally, and may just be the best overall, and I don't think it's close. Even outside of the Tom universe, this to me was the best showcase of Spider-Man and Peter Parker in one movie. The maturity is all over this film with how he thinks before acting, like still choosing to avoid Ned and MJ.
In Brand New Day, they did a really good job representing what it's like to show the true side of Peter and the true side of Spider-Man. Brand New Day literally has a meaning for a reason. Brand new, it's starting fresh. And they did a great job with that. We get Tom Holland. He's literally starting over from after that spell was cast by Doctor Strange where everybody forgets. It's brand new. Tom Holland is placed into a new, I want to say a new world because it's the same world. It's just a new reality that, okay, like I'm starting over. I have nobody. He doesn't have his Aunt May. He doesn't have MJ. He doesn't have Ned. He doesn't have Tony Stark. Now, Spider-Man, if you've watched Brand New Day, he's literally getting what Toby had in his movies. He's getting organic web fluid where they come out of his body. And he's getting a enhancement with his powers. Like, his powers are getting out of control. They're being boosted.
Choosing to avoid Ned and MJ, with even how he approaches being Spider-Man by having constant communication with the police. On top of him going through physical changes in his body, the way that he's dealing with his emotions of grief, whether that be with Aunt May or the loss of MJ, he is no longer just a kid from Queens. Now, I don't love Jean Grey as an antagonist.
If Doomsday was not coming up, I feel like Jean Grey would have been cut out of this project. Because honestly, if I'm being for real, they could have really introduced a Sinister Six or another villain. We got Scorpion. They could have really dialed in a little bit more with Scorpion. I feel like we didn't get enough of Scorpion in my eyes. Well, they already had like a little dynamic going in the beginning. You saw that they were fighting. He put him in jail. Then he broke out again.
But I do love the build up before she's revealed. I'm kind of mixed on how I feel up.
I ain't gonna lie. The build up before Jean Grey was introduced was amazing. I love the dynamic where we have somebody that's dangerous, but we don't know who it is. I love that.
About damage control being the real antagonist. Jean was the antagonist, but the real antagonist was damage control. Right. Because we seeing how much behind the back shit that they doing, you know.
I will say, Jean Grey was cooking.
Look at me, y'all.
I'm not too big on X-Men, but mutants, they have a hate towards humans. And she was speaking. She was like, who do you want to be? Do you want to be Peter Parker or do you want to be Spider-Man?
What said, I'm both.
This guy.
When she brought up the point in where they literally made something to withhold Spider-Man if he got out of control. You gotta think about that dynamic in life. The government does stuff to put people in control. Like, okay, we gonna hide this from y'all, but if y'all act out of pocket, we gonna use this again. And that's what they do with superheroes. Think about it. People look at Spider-Man sometimes as a vigilante. Who isn't gonna take the extra precaution? Like, okay, you're doing this for the city, but just in case you think about acting up, I got something for you. Think that you can do whatever you want. And that's crazy because heroes do so much for the world, but the world still will find a way to be like, okay, I got to keep my eye on you.
Bro, brother is speaking.
24/7.
That's a double-edged sword. Bruce Banner is kind of a perfect example.
His point was very valid because, yeah, think about it. Spider-Man doesn't really get out of control unless he has a symbiote. And I don't know of a Peter in a universe where he turns on the world, but Melissa has a symbiote, Spider-Man has a problem, and it makes sense with his point. It is a double-edged sword because think about it. Imagine a Hulk being out of control and Bruce Banner cannot calm him down or the world cannot calm him down. That's chaos. Do y'all know how strong the Hulk is and what he's able to do? Now that makes sense, but I also find it crazy that a hero can do so much for the world, but the world will always be like, I got some in my back pocket just in case you think that you can do what you want. I hate that, but it makes sense. Like usually and when they portray humans with the superhero, I usually hate the humans, but I also understand because it's a supernatural being. You want to be precautious for the people because you never know. They could really end the world or cause a lot of chaos to the world.
Of like, this nigga, something happened and the Hulk come out. What can we do to stop it?
Right.
I kind of get it, but then it's also like, I feel like some manipulation shit too. Cause like with Jean's sister, they probably told her all this stuff. Oh, this is gonna help. Da, da, da. She dead, bro. She dead. Jean really should have went in there and just instead of doing all that talking, bro. Get your get back, bro. So is the only thing that Tom needed to elevate his movies was more depth to his character and better acting. His relationship with Frank was comedy, but also touching, knowing that they both come from such a damaged past. And the fact that they finally allowed my girl Zendaya to actually act is exactly what we needed. And even with all of the characters shown throughout, it doesn't feel like it's too much. And after just leaving a complicated Spider-Man No Way Home, this film was exactly what it needed to be. Simple.
But think about it, man. You have this version of a woman in your head that you will always remember. But because she doesn't remember you, or because she needs to move on and you need to move on, you have to let go of that version of the person that you knew. And the person that you want is no longer there. It's a whole different person. And it's sad to see that, bro. That scene was intense. Imagine your girl forgets about you, but you have all these memories of her. And there's nothing there. And she tells you, yeah, like, I'm sorry that the version of me that was there for you that likes you and the version that you like. But I'm not her.
I'm sorry.
I'm not in love with you.
I'm sorry I got on your ass for you not telling me the truth about what actually happened. Just for me to then be like, oh, well, I can't do anything for you and I'm going to walk out your life anyways.
She was down bad for that.
Now, towards the...
I ain't gonna lie. It's a different type of grief when you're grieving over somebody that's still alive. That's for another video, but I just have to say that. It is a different type of grief when you're grieving over someone that is still alive.
Now, towards the ending, it did start to feel like the Thunderbolts ending with the You're Not Alone therapy session and Ned remembering who Peter was off of a hand.
Okay. I was talking to some people about this. This is important. This is very, very important. Now, the reason I had to stop and talk about this was, think about it like this. When Jean Grey was tweaking out and paused everybody, when MJ started crying, I was wondering, why is MJ crying? I feel like she was able to see, and this is just me from what we talked about, she was able to see the memories that were, but they didn't stay, if that makes sense. But I could be wrong. But it makes a little bit of sense because I ain't gonna lie, with the handshake at the end, with Ned, I'm sitting there and I'm like, this doesn't really make sense. How does he remember the handshake? But Jean Grey probably unlocked some muscle memory, a memory. And that's why he was like, Peter, you got to think about that. Jean Grey is able to look at your memories. So she probably, mind you, she's out of control. She was probably able to show these are your memories on accident. So it makes sense.
Off of a handshake, but nothing clicking for MJ throughout the movie was something I was a little cool off of. But this overall was everything that Tom needed to establish himself as one of the best Spider-Mans. I would need another rewatch to see if it is the best Spider-Man movie ever.
It is.
But even on a deeper level, this movie, this character has opened my eyes a lot.
Hey Manny, I just wanted to let you know, keep doing what you're doing. I feel like you could go really far with this. You're very creative. Anything you put your mind to, you could do it.
It just shows like how much how much
I know this man did not. What it's like to lose an MJ.
character has opened my eyes a lot.
Hey Manny, I just wanted to let you know, keep doing what you're doing. I feel like you could go really far with this. You're very creative. Anything you put your mind to, you could do it.
It just shows like how much we value memories that we have with somebody. Because if the love fade, if the relationship dies, at the end of the day, the memories is what holds you to a person. The memories that you have with somebody,
That's
is
deep.
everything, bro. It's your whole experience in life with somebody. That
That's
died
deep.
for her, and everything was gone.
Dang, that's deep. Memories with somebody mean a lot. One thing on this earth that we have is always going. One thing on this earth that we will always have is memory. No matter if you have good or bad with people, you're always going to have that memory, and it sticks with you for the rest of your life. So enjoy, cherish the moments, because some people in life are here for a season. Some people are here for a chapter. Some people are here for a day, a week, probably a couple minutes. But everybody plays a role in your life. I'm going to sit here and enjoy the time that I have, because you never know when that person may leave your life, from a break off, a loss of a friend, death, like anything. Enjoy, cherish.
If the relationship dies, at the end of the day, the memories is what holds you to it.
That is true.
The memories that you have with somebody is everything.
It's everything.
It's your whole experience in life with somebody.
Yeah. Because in life, we sit here and we spend time with each other. Literally, we create memories. We create so many amazing things with people. I feel like that is the base of our life, is to create things with people. We were planted on this earth to follow one person and live a life according to him, but also create and live and love one another. And love is the biggest thing in this world. I don't care what anybody, love will always be the beginning and the end.
Died for her, and everything was gone. Leading up to this movie, I went out of my way to watch every single live action Spider-Man, on a quest to maybe get a little bit of hate off, but also trying to see why a character could be so beloved. And never would I have ever thought that I would be connecting so much the way that I have with Spider-Man. Each adaptation feels
telling
like
this man
it has
Spider-Man better.
affected a different area of my life. And there is no other director that showcases the balance of struggle better than Sam Raimi. Balance has always felt like it's been the missing piece in my life, with the need of always trying to be enough for the people around me, and it has always been a heavy toll. And even when you make the sacrifices to be who you want for someone else, they just still leave you broken, with you being left to figure out how to put the pieces together. The greatest lesson on love comes from Andrew, and although I've never been able to find someone who's willing to choose me daily the way that Gwen Stacy has, it's forced me to go down a path of being okay with choosing myself, because I now know that with great love comes with great sacrifice, and heartbreak will make you feel like there is no redemption, like the loss that you feel can never be replaced. But Andrew shows that you can learn from your mistakes, that recovery may take time, but it shouldn't close us off to the world. And Tom has taught me the value of growth. Although each Peter Parker has had a pretty bad life, Tom genuinely feels like he is in a world where he truly has no one. And each day he could have chose to just roll up in a ball and cry and just simply give up, but he chooses to fight for people who are hopeless and still be something for them, even though he doesn't have it in his life. Seeing people that you love move on with their lives while yours is crumbling apart is one of the most heartbreaking experiences. Knowing that you would give anything for them, and the only thing that you ask for in return is to know that they care, just to still eventually be left with disappointment. Peter gives himself to the city every single day, just for them to chant and scream praises for him.
It's getting too deep, bro. Too deep. The whole dynamic with Spider-Man is really crazy and amazing because Spider-Man literally loses so much in life. But the reason I love and respect Spider-Man so much because he finds a way to always, like he said, help someone that is hopeless. Like, that is the identity of Spider-Man, is to save people. Even though nobody is saving Peter himself, he still finds a way to put on that suit and be like, hey, I got you. I'm going to save you. I'm going to do this for you. But nobody's really doing that for Peter. Everybody passes Peter Parker, but nobody asks how Peter is doing. But they love to cheer and praise Spider-Man. And it's a sad reality because think about putting out so much time and effort for the world and nobody's asking how you doing. Oh, I wonder how the guy behind the mask is doing. No, it opens your eyes to like, man, like even when people are doing good, you always have to check in on those people. Some of the happiest people are probably the saddest people behind closed doors. And you would never know if you don't ask or question like, hey, are you okay? And Spider-Man, I ain't gonna lie, he does so much. And nobody would ever know his backstory because he can't reveal it to anybody. He has to live a life of Peter Parker. He has to live a double life of Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Everybody thinks Spider-Man is big and strong, but Peter is probably so helpless and weak at the end of the day. And that is truly, truly sad.
Jesus for a man that they don't truly know. Seeing the crowd yell their love for Spider-Man, it almost felt like fake love, because I know the moment he cannot be a hero, he is of no use to them anymore. I'm tired of being fake. I'm tired of trying to self-heal these wounds inflicted by others. I'm tired of feeling like I need to be a hero in everybody else's story, when the truth is, I want to rage like a villain. I want to take off this mask and show how I genuinely feel. I want to be able to look back and see how far I've strayed, see how many mistakes I made, and know that it's not all for nothing, and know that my growth is rooted in the journey that I've made, my journey to the top.
Hey, bro. Fire video. I love that. I appreciate you actually stepping into the realm of Spider-Man. You're doing a fantastic job, and I'm very proud of you, man. Spider-Man will always be better. Now you see why I love Spider-Man. You see why I carry myself a certain way, because Spider-Man is somebody I look up to. He is the reason I carry myself a certain way, because no matter what, he will always find a way to help somebody in need. And that's what I want to do in life, is always be able to help somebody. I want to be able to show love, even when I don't feel like I'm being loved or feel like I'm not doing it. I still want to find a way to help somebody, because that makes me happy at the end of the day. I really don't have too much to say, but I do feel like Brand New Day really has changed a lot for Tom Holland. Tom Holland, I ain't gonna lie, he elevated with this movie. They did an amazing job, and I'm happy. I'm happy. Spider-Man will always be better. Other than that, I'm gonna leave it here. Peace, love, positivity, all 2026. And like I always tell y'all, I will see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.